right, this is where it all started back in 2010. This building right here was CrossFit Alexandria. I think it was about 1,500 square feet, just all concrete floors. We probably started off with about 15 members. Then it started growing. It got so big we had to, if you look right over there, that Spirits building wasn't there, it's just that concrete parking lot. So we used to have to go do workouts over in the parking lot when it got too big. And then the ceilings in there weren't even high enough to do wall balls. So when we finally got wall balls, we used to not have wall balls for a while, but we had to come out here and do them along the brick wall. When we got too many people, we would come out in this area. But those were the good old days. We still have some original members from those days. We'll try to catch up with them in a little bit, but let's see. Yeah, me, Jason, and Lance spent a lot of time over here. A lot of time cleaning. We did everything. We coached, we cleaned, we did the membership, back end. We did everything. So a lot of late nights up here at this place. So this is our Texas Avenue location. Our original location on Texas Avenue. So if you ever hear anybody talking about, oh, this was a Texas Avenue workout style, or there's anything with Texas Avenue, like this is what they're talking about. And for some reason they thought the workouts were really, really hard over here. They're just as hard as our new place. I think they were just new to CrossFit or something. But anyway, that's what they mean when a Texas Avenue style workout comes up. So they used to be really hard here. So now we're gonna head over to our new building, take a look around there. We were probably at the Texas Avenue location for about 1 year. And you know, the way this whole thing started was I was doing CrossFit and Lance and Jason were doing CrossFit, but you know, I was friends with him, but we probably hadn't talked in several years, and I'd run into Lance a few times at different things around town, and we would always talk about working out and training. We were doing some triathlons together. So I went to a CrossFit gym in Texas, just visiting. And when I got back, I was like, man, we gotta do this. And it was at the CrossFit gym I went to was in an old glass shop. And so I immediately thought of Lance because he owns a glass shop. Actually, there's his glass shop right there. And so I emailed Lance and was like, man, in the mornings before you start off your glass shop, we ought to like just clear everything out and have like some CrossFit classes in there. So I typed up this long email to him, just seeing what he thought. Well, he immediately called me and was like, man, Jason and I have been talking about opening up a CrossFit gym. And the only thing he's like, we're not doing it in my glass shop. So that was probably a good thing. But so that's really how it started. They were running Lance's glass shop. I was a full-time engineer, and we all did this part-time. And you know, at first we really just started it as a hobby, but then we realized, you know, people started saying things like, oh, this is changing my life. And really I started it, really I just wanted some people to work out and do CrossFit with. You know, I didn't really think, okay, we're gonna start like impacting people's lives. But when people started telling us that, it was just completely unexpected. Like we didn't know what we were doing could have that type of impact. So it just grew from there. And so, you know, I always thought, I was like, man, how cool would it be to have a job to where you're actually like really, really helping people, and helping people in a way that you can see it and they can see it. And you know, if we were just a gym where people came and they lost weight and they got stronger and they got faster, they built muscle and, you know, saw these great physical improvements, like that would be good, but that's not really satisfying. What's satisfying is when people take that and bring it to the rest of their life, and they start making improvements like in their family life, in their career, in their finances, and they start achieving in life and setting goals and achieving those goals. So yes, I mean, it's great to have results in the gym, but what keeps me going is people having results just with every other aspect of their life. Because I think, you know, today, people don't realize how much of a fulfilled life they can really live. And a lot of people are just caught in this rat race of going to work, the same old duties. And, you know, it's not bad, it's actually pretty good, but there's like something that could be a lot greater. And, you know, I think what we do at our gym helps people to realize that. It helps people to make other changes in their life to have a better life. So now we're pulling up to CrossFit Alexandria, our home on MacArthur Drive. We actually have a new road going into it now, so pretty soon the entrance that we go into now will be the back entrance. We'll actually go in through the other entrance once we have that built out. But we moved into this building in about 2011. Yeah, probably like December of 2011. It took us a while to get it built, just with the permits and everything. We were hoping to have moved in it a lot sooner, because within about 6 months at Texas Avenue, we were definitely low on space. So we needed this extra space. And but we got inspired for this building. It was actually just dirt right here, and we were inspired by when we went and got our level 1 certifications. Their gym there is just nice, big, and open. We wanted a place that really felt like you were outside working out and grinding and working hard and being outside. So that's why we built it like this. We have big bay roll-up doors. Like I said, we built it from the ground up, so we were able to do everything that we wanted to do with it. So let's go check it out. Lance and Jason should be in here. We'll talk with them some. Yeah. Roger wanted to bow up for the shot. So this is Roger. He was one of our original members over on Texas Avenue where we just left. Throw up the deuce. And now he's a coach. And he's about 80 pounds less than when he walked in. All right. So what's a memory of Texas Avenue?
Oh man, probably some of my fondest memories of Texas Avenue is when you and Lance used to have to run down the end of the street to get me because I couldn't run back because I was too tired.
How was that running lane?
Dodging FedEx and UPS trucks. Other than that, it was okay.
Yeah, we didn't show you the sidewalk we used to run down, but it wasn't exactly a straight running path.
That's all right. We still did it anyway.
Yeah. So Jason's about to come in and watch. Everybody's going to be loving him through this whole video we're about to shoot. He's going to be coming up, telling how much they missed him and all that. Well, half these people here don't remember him, but in a little bit they'll start noticing him. Jason, one of the other co-founders, decked out in his real workout gear. He has to his real work gear. He has to wear real grown-up clothes. He has a real job.
That's right, dude.
Look, let's walk over here and talk to Carol.
There's no more dumbbells. Use dumbbells. Anyway, evidently he had knowledge of it.
These two run the gym now. They started they were Texas Avenue originals. What do y'all think about Texas Avenue?
Oh, it was authentic.
You gotta talk up. You gotta speak up.
Authentic. Cute buckets and all. Ball balls, brick balls outside. It was hard. It was hard work.
Yeah, so these two were two of our original members over there. And now Carol runs this gym and another gym. Shelly is a coach here, and she's in charge of getting all our new members set up.
And we love it.
Let's see, it all started about 5-6 years ago, something like that?
Yeah, like 5.5.
Yeah, about 5.5 years ago. Lance and I ran into William. It's been a little while. Lance went to high school with William, and I knew William from college, just from around. And so ran into Williams like, hey man, we've been doing this new workout thing. It's called CrossFit. He's like, oh man, really? So have I. So we're like, hey dude, let's just get together and let's work out together. Do the workouts off the main site, the CrossFit main site. And so we decided, just to go to one of the gyms in town, just pull up the workouts for the night before, go up there that next morning. We just get up there and just start doing these workouts. It really initially weren't probably meant to be done over there.
Yeah, we made people mad over there because we'd have like all the bench press bars, all of them just lined up all across the gym, and we'd be using like every piece of equipment all at the same time for its unintended purpose. We were using it for purposes they didn't mean for it to be used for.
Right. We bring our own little kettlebell in, our little I think it was a 35-pound kettlebell at the time. Bring that in. We do burpees in front of the guy on the treadmill. He just looked at us, just pretty aggravated, But that's kind of how it all started. We all started doing those workouts together, and then we just started.
You should try to YouTube some Jason Hawk overhead squatting.
It's not good. It's not good. We start like everybody else does. But and so we started bringing on some friends of ours, like Kerry Westbrook, one of our coaches, started working out with us. We had a couple other people that's been with us since the beginning, and they just started kind of coming with us, and we just started doing the workouts over there, and then it kind of got to a point where we were doing the workouts, and we kind of said, they got some stuff here, but we would like to have a little bit more things like the bumper plates and rings and just all the kind of cool stuff you see in the CrossFit gyms. So we decided to just branch out and go on and do our thing on Texas Avenue, and we opened up probably November, about 5 years ago, and then just kind of took off from there.
November of 2010.
Yep.
So have you worked out today?
No, I haven't.
Okay, me either.
Yeah. What are we doing? Just kind of bicep curls, little tricep extension, back and bis, chest and tries.
Would you rather do power cleans, power snatch, or deadlift?
We can do either deadlifts or power cleans. I'm fine with that.
Okay. We could do. Is that
Lori?
Oh look, come here.
Speaking of being lost.
Yeah.
Lost and found.
Look, here's two original members right here.
Yes.
Matt
5 years running.
That's right.
They're working out.
and Lori. Original members from Texas Avenue. We're doing the origins of CFA videos, so you pulled up at just the right time.
I know, and I'm the most fun.
That's right. She's going to be back in here tomorrow working out. She had to come keep her husband in check.
Yeah, I had to go. How you doing, Brock?
Oh, thank you.
You got any story you want to tell? Man, we've got a lot of them. Let me think here. I have to come up with a good one, man. We, on Texas Avenue, I guess y'all saw where the gym used to be right there. Pretty high traffic area. There was spirits right there and all this kind of stuff. So a lot of times when we first started, that's where we would do all our runs, right down Texas Avenue. Okay? And so one thing, Lauren Lampert, he's the police chief over here at APD. He's a member with us over here now. But when we first started on Texas Avenue, we'd do a lot of our runs out there, and we'd carry plates. So our 45-pound plates are these really huge plates. They're not your standard plates you see at the gym. If you look at the steel plates at the gym, they're real thin plates. But so Lauren Lampert said he was sitting over there at Spirits eating lunch one day, and he saw one of our noon classes running down the road with these huge 45-pound plates. Just stacks of them in their hands. So he was thinking initially first that somebody was stealing something, but then he said, well, that can't be. But he's like, man, even if they were, that's a huge weight. I don't know if I want to mess with that. So that's one of many. But we always got a lot of attention running up and down Texas Avenue doing our crazy stuff like that. So dodging traffic and everything. So that was always fun times.
All
right.
Look at this model.
I'm gonna game finish.
Well, I did. I thought you may have shaved your head because Randy shaved his, so I thought.
I'll be doing that next. But I might try to grow some facial hair, but it don't look as good as that. It's that Lopez and Miss Spotchy, man. It's that 5 o'clock shadow I hit all day. Power cleans are good. We did deadlifts this morning. Okay. Oh, I tell you what, this is 2 days. It's my second time working out today within 6 hours. All right. Sorry. Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been 5 years.
Yeah. Or more. It's about like 5.5 years.
Wow. Yeah, because Cruz wasn't born yet. That's what it was.
I got a picture of him in Texas Avenue behind the American flag.
Who? Cruz?
Yeah, because he was born in like that May.
Yeah.
Right. After we started. Yeah, so we can talk about 2000.
So what I did is that what you should do is open a gym right before you have a kid. That was the best thing, so I can work at night. You know. Yeah. That's what happened to me. So my wife's gonna love that.
Yeah, so we moved here like 2011. It's the first workout we had here with barbells for boobs.
Yeah, they're great.
And that was like December 2011.
We didn't even have time martial improvement at the time. Made it that.
We did. That's right. That's right. It did. The studs were still up out there.
Still got that tape.
Yeah. Under this is pink lines, but if you see these, the pink on this tape, that was from our first year doing barbells for boobs. That's our first workout here. We had all the weights taped up in pink.
Remember when we first started though, is that we were doing CrossFit because we call each other. We're the only ones that were doing CrossFit in Central Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Thought we knew something, but
and I told him to go Google Jason's overhead squats.
I would do that.
Not good.
Carrie Westbrook's on that.
Yeah. Hey, well, what if you don't show me power? That's gonna be worse than Jason's overhead squats.
That's got to be pretty bad. At least it doesn't complain.
Go from Hank. You warm it up. Oh, is that?
In 2011, it was probably me, Jason, and Lance were still the coaches. But the first group of coaches we brought on to train were Shelly Travis, Alan, and Carrie. We had Rick. Carol. Yeah, Carol. They may have been in, we had Catherine Gassett, Fit Paleo Mom. But they all went and got trained. They started coaching. And so actually Jason was full-time. Jason really started off full-time doing all the classes.
Jason's what kept CFA going. The women love Jason. That noon class, the women love Jason. That 8 o'clock in noon class was all him. All him.
Yeah, we actually had a big group start off Holly Carbo. A lot of thanks to her because we just had like about 4 or 5 people showing up. Then she showed up and she loved it. And like 30 women came and we were off to the races then.
Her husband, Michael, initially started the noon class. You'll see how big the noon class is in a little bit.
Yeah,
We were like, I don't know if we need a noon class, Mike. He's like, I promise I'm going to bring some people here. So about 3 months, it was just me and Mike Carbo at noon. And he's like, I swear next time I'm going to have somebody here. I swear. But eventually, it started packing out and getting full and just continued to grow.
Actual footage of Jason Hopper out.
Look, this right here is a legend. I must say, he's accomplished a lot. He's like, how many years smoke-free? 4 years. 4 years smoke-free. But when he first started CrossFit, not only would he smoke right before the workouts, but he would finish with a cigarette and a protein shake out by the car.
And a lot of disproving looks off of that.
What's one do you remember from Texas Avenue?
The old style pull-up bar. And running down Texas Avenue.
Gas pipe that would make your hands hamster.
Yeah.
You had an old gas pipe and then had a
Right.
ridge down it.
And being able to ride on the concrete floor with the chalk to keep up with your ribs.
That's right. So when we first started, we were doing a workout.
Man, these egos.
You know, the biggest thing with CrossFit is, you know, you've got to just step through the door and come on and put the ego to the side. And, you know, a lot of times the coaches will scale the workouts for you and make them so that everybody can do them. You know, it doesn't matter where you start, but biggest thing is putting the ego behind and just coming to do the workout, trust the coaching. We had somebody come on Texas Avenue when we were doing a workout. There was squats, pull-ups, and push-ups. And so it was, I think, a 20-minute workout, and I think the numbers were 5, 10, and 15, maybe 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. And so initially, when we had some new people come in, I told this one guy, I said, listen, we're going to scale the time a little bit. We're going to go 10 minutes. I want you to scale your reps a little bit. We're going to jump on the pull-ups and, do push-ups on the knees and just take your time on your squats, kind of thing. So, but he's like, no, I got it. Well, so trust me, let's just slow it down, scale it. No, I got it. So about 5 minutes into this workout, of course, 3, 2, 1, go, clock starts. He's out the gate, he's going, and I'm like, okay, well, we'll see, he's hanging in there. About 3 minutes into the workout, he stops on his squats. Had a pretty good sized class in there, so he stops on his squats and he's like, just give me a minute, I gotta get some air. So he walks outside, there's a glass window right out in front. So he walks outside, stands up there by the glass window, just kind of standing here, just kind of getting a little wobbly. And at the time, everybody's like on their squats, and they're kind of going. And when we first started, I was marking everybody's rounds for them with chalk. I was like, just keep going, I got you taken care of, just keep it moving. And then so, all of a sudden I hear this, and I look, this guy's head's on the window, and he's falling down, hits the ground. And I'm looking, his buddies are over here doing squats. So I'm saying, dude, your buddy just passed out. They said, no, he's fine. Just mark my round. And so I'm like, dude, we need to go check him. So I'm walking over there checking the guy, and I'm walking back, marking around, walking back, checking the guy. So, end up calling, like the fire department ends up coming because this guy's passed out. And his buddies, fire department's there, they're checking on him. His buddies are still, hey Jason, come get my round. Getting back on their bar and everything. So, that's just a little story about one of the funny things kind of happened, but scale your stuff, trust the coaching, and it was entertainment though, so.
My first experience with CrossFit, I was leaving lunch, not necessarily a healthy lunch, at Spirit's restaurant, and I see a guy running down Texas Avenue in the middle of August with what appears to be, what I thought at the time was a 100-pound steel plate over his head. I later found out it was a 45-pound bumper plate, and I immediately assessed him as being the craziest human I've ever seen. And about 6 months later, I was running down Brownsbend Road with a 45-pound bumper plate over my head in August.
He froze. What's your side? Texas Avenue. Somebody, how are you? Talking about.
See, everybody loves Jason.
You know what I'm saying? Look, see, I ain't get no dad.
We got no props. We got no props when Brad walks in.
Texas Avenue is like
Tell him that.
Texas Avenue is like Compton in the 80s. You gotta get.
Hey, Bryce, my friend, how are you? Good. We're talking about Texas Avenue over here.
The good days.
You want to tell them about your intro story to Texas Avenue? First thing you told me when you walked in the doors about 5 years ago?
Before there was an introduction to CrossFit?
Yeah, before there was an introduction.
Get off your ass and
That's right.
Good stuff.
What's any good experiences from Texas Avenue? Or I don't know if to say good experiences, but any experiences that stayed out in your mind?
At 44 years old, it was the best introduction to fitness. Yeah, really.
I just remember.
Beat you up, but it was
That's right. I just remember Rob walked in. It was like 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock one day. He's like, listen, I was the only person in there. He said, listen, I'm just going to tell you, it's some bullshit right now. I'm not going to do this. If you, and I didn't know this guy. I'm like, who is this? I don't know what's going on. He's like,
my first day was on a Thursday. It was just me and you. We ran 100 warm-up, 100 meters, and it was over.
He was like, I hate you, I hate this, but what do I need to do to get going?
That's it. 4 years, 5
jumped
years.
You see this product right here in front of you.
Yeah, a lot of brain.
One of the originals.
Good stuff.
No, I remember Jason from Texas Avenue, so everything was intense. People didn't know what CrossFit was. But I'm going to tell you, if Jason Hawk had $1 for every time someone called him a cuss word, he would be filthy rich. Because people just cussed him every day, and he just laughed. He just laughed. He's a great sport about it.
All right, so in just a minute, we're gonna act like Jason's coaching the class, the noon class, and watch how happy everybody gets.
All right, 12 o'clock. What's up? Just chilling out, seeing, waiting on you.
I know, you're here, I dressed better.
Come on, Susie.
Suzanne.
Hey, Lance.
Yeah, say yeah, what's up? This
I'm
is
so
girl.
excited to meet you.
How we always started? Anybody want to say it? 4 meter run, everybody go. They're like, who's that? That's a great run. I know, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, one of the best things.
They're like, who's this? I'm not
It's
listening to
always
this
been
guy.
the joke about this. This is the first time people actually seen Jason work out.
Take over tag.
It's always been a thing like, does Jason work out? You know, because they never see him. The best thing is when I walked into class, Jason was teaching a rope climb, and he was halfway up the rope, and he kept coming down. Every time he demonstrated, he'd go up halfway, look down, come back down. Find out he's scared of heights and he can't climb a rope, so he go up halfway. So when we do it wides, when it's one rope climb, he go up twice halfway, so he complete one round.
I'm like, I ain't getting up too far. That's heights.
It was funny as he grabbed the rope like this with his legs when he was up there. He's like, oh, girl.
That's half.
Hey, look.
Look, let's just talk about 2013 when we opened up 28.
Now, we wanted to go across the river, do the same thing, you know, CrossFit 20, which was pretty neat. I mean, Jason, you actually ended up running that place too to kind of get it going again. You know, how'd you like starting up another one?
It was different. But you know, we kind of started out the same way, where just opened the doors, had some class times, and just mainly the biggest thing was with CrossFit was word of mouth and people coming in, stepping through the doors, doing the classes, seeing the results, and bringing their friends. You know, that's how Texas Avenue grew. That's how we grew here. That's how 28's grown. So it's just the program speaks for itself, really, as far as growing.
Yeah, so we opened CrossFit 28. We actually got the name because it was on Highway 28. We had a contest for it. Like whoever named the gym got, I don't remember what they got. Hopefully we actually gave them whatever we told we were going to give to them. Yeah.
I think that's still,
But yeah, Jason moved over from here. He moved over to Pineville to run that gym. And about that time I quit my full-time engineering job and moved over here. Me and Jason are still coaching a good bit of the classes. I don't remember.
One thing about the 28 was funny, I always noticed, is that we'd have our socials. We'd have a CFA social and CrossFit 28 social, you know, like a Christmas party or something like that. Here at CFA, they stay till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. CrossFit 28, they have a little bit, it's a better way they do things. They leave at 9, you know what I mean, so you get back home. But CFA was always funny to see the difference of, you know, the people and also what they did. You know, they bring their kids over and stuff, so that's pretty funny, I thought.
You know, in about 2012, we actually really started becoming a business. You know, we weren't just operating out of this concrete box. We had to start getting some systems in place. So then in 13, we opened 28, but then we started hiring like full-time employees because we were just becoming a real business. We had our first full-time coaches in Alexandria. Tim was our first full-time coach here. I guess me and Jason was really the first full-time people. We started hiring outside people. Then we hired Troy. He was full-time. Then we hired Mark full-time. So it's really grown into, you know, a real business now. When we first started CrossFit, nobody ever heard of it. You know, a lot of trainers talked bad about us, said we didn't know what we were doing, but it's just because they had never heard of what we were doing. Then people started seeing the results, and everybody started coming around. I mean, now CrossFit, paleo, that's like a common thing, but whenever we started, like nobody had heard of that stuff. So I really do feel like we started a revolution in the whole fitness area around here. And it wasn't always easy because, like I said, a lot of people didn't believe in us. They didn't believe what we were doing, but we were just steady with it. We believed in it, and it worked. And when you have something that works and is proven to people, there's nothing really else you can say whenever you see the results.
Yeah, I think CrossFit's really changed the culture of working out in Sin-Law. Really, it's been pretty neat to be a part of it. I have some friends that do it, and also still, it's just such a community-based thing. I think that you bring your friend to come work out. That's what's pretty neat about it. And I think that I'm proud to be a part of that, helped with that, and I think this whole community's helped with it. Not just all the owners, but all the members and things that have actually helped us develop that. So it's pretty neat to see that what it's become and what's going to continue to do, especially at Troy's. He's kind of taken over CrossFit 28. We're glad to hand it down to him, let him take off with that, and also William's taking off with CFA. He's doing a lot of great things. We got a lot of great coaches too, so it's come a long ways, and it was always kind of like a thing that we had to prove ourselves. It seemed like it, to everybody. So we do 5Ks and try to be good runners, became good lifters, get better coaching and things, and that's something that we're proud of to kind of bring here and change everything.